Hello coaches, welcome back to another Modern Soccer Coach Breakdown. This week we are taking a look at one of the best coaches for session design in my opinion, Pepijn Lijnders, new coach at Manchester City of course. I'm sure everyone's aware of the years he spent at Liverpool as well. For a number of years, Pepijn Lijnders has been leading the way, I believe, in session design. It's very, very difficult to build out repetition with variation. For example, again, repetition, setting the ball, playing back, shooting 100 times in a row. Are you getting the variation? Then if you get the variation, usually you have more variables, so you reduce the repetition. But Pepijn Lijnders finds a way to get repetition, variation, and game realism into his session designs. So he's only been with City a few weeks. Recently they posted an open training session and there's a finishing exercise that I had to share. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm going to share it here. And if you enjoy the exercise and it's something you'd like to see a little bit more of, well, I have added more Pepijn Lijnders exercises to the Modern Soccer Coach website for free. So watch this exercise. If you want the details, the dimensions, and more Pepijn Lijnders exercises, head on over modernsoccercoach.com. I'll put the link below. No login required. 3 more Pepijn Lijnders exercises in addition to this one, modernsoccercoach.com. If you enjoy that, if you enjoy these exercises, if you want more of these exercises, please like, please subscribe. Appreciate the support. Here he is, Pepijn Lijnders, the best in the business. So again, a natural challenge with attacking exercise, designing them, is that usually you're looking to solve one problem in one situation. Usually it goes from north to south and there are people involved, players involved, but there's not a great variation. Pepijn Lijnders looks at his attacking exercise as a Swiss Army knife, trying to get as many ideas and situations out of it as possible. And he does this in a really, really skillful way because it doesn't overload with complexity. So for example, yes, we can all put exercises together that go from north to south, but what about exercises that you're going from south to north? In this situation, City against a low block, you see this a lot of times. You'll see it again this season. Teams that are pinned in, playing against them, that space is not necessarily there vertically in behind an opponent's defense. So how do you get this type of attack alongside your verticality and your possession-based work as well? So this is how Lijnders designed the exercise that I thought was outstanding. Puts the team in an attacking shape. Again, you'll see this with City a lot when they pin teams in. They'll look like this here in terms of the spaces they're looking to occupy in whatever formation they're playing. What he's done with his design, he's utilised servers / passive defenders in red, coaches that are working with the group, and 3 balls to start at the edge of the area. So the first one, ball 1, is the striker driving towards the central mannequin and shooting. Balls 2 and 3, and this is not easy, are played from the 7-11 to each other in 2 different ways. 11 plays a slow ball to 7, slow in terms of the weight of the pass. When that ball's on the way, 7 then plays a ball to 11 who's running inside the box to finish. So again, not easy, but he's obviously explained this, and they're top level players so they can do this. Ball's on the way. This ball's played in and finished it on goal. Now, quickly, that third ball now becomes a wide situation. Passive defenders are brought in. It's a 2v2 in the wide area. And again, top level players, he's probably looking at a variety of ways to solve this. They can solve it however they like. But now what becomes interesting is the runs inside the box. Midfielders and forwards looking to get him within the frame of the goal to finish. Now, this is the interesting piece that I think is worth looking at. The ball is played by the server behind the goal, and now they're going from south to north where they might be playing against a low block, and they're trying to move that low block and manipulate that low block. And how you can do that is to come out of the final third and then circulate the ball, and now you can see 10 and 8 and 6 now take deeper positions. Now their role changes, where again, if they drop out, they might be taking defenders out. And Guardiola actually got involved in this part of the exercise as well, where he seemed to be encouraging changing the point of attack now, where you might look to have a different solution, which is change the point of attack and create that 2v2 on the other side. And as they do that, you can see those servers have moved up as well. So it Again, create space inside the penalty box and movement from the 11 to support the 3. So now that 2v2 is created. Again, there seems to be a bit of freedom here. The example I really liked that they showed was, again, when the ball was played in, move the back line, runners go into the box, but that ball is played back to the number 3, the fullback. So the forwards have to reposition their runs again, and it's touch and cross. So the movement of the forwards is constantly changing, even if they're not directly involved in the attack, which I find fascinating. After that ball is finished, then Pepijn Lijnders serves 2 balls to, I believe it's the number 9 to finish up. It might be the number 10 if they haven't had a finish. Maybe that alternates, where he's throwing this ball up. He's putting spin on this ball. It's worth looking at to go back on the City videos. And those are 2 finishes where they're not volleys. They're taking a touch and finishing. And then the players recover and it works the other side as well. So quite a few things going on there. And I think it's a brilliant way, a brilliant example to be creative with session design. If you enjoyed that and you want to take a look at more Pepijn Lijnders exercises, you can get them for free, modernsoccercoach.com. I'll put the link below. No login required. You can get them, breakdowns, the videos are there for free. If you enjoy that and if you want to show a sign of your appreciation, please make sure you like, please make sure you subscribe. Thanks very much. If I'm missing anything, put it in the comments below. And if there is a coach that you want me to take a look at exercises, put that in the comments below. Happy to do it. Thanks so much for the support. See you next week. Goodbye.